video specifically for those people who don't want to grow old with regret, and to those people who don't want to be lonely when they're old. I wish it's not too late for you. Maybe you would want to hear this story so that there's no regrets, when it's time for us to say goodbye in this world.
The sky is blue, the sun is high, sitting here.
Hello Soul Tribes, it's me Donna Bliss Vlogs, and today it's gonna be a wonderful day because I am going to share with you a very precious moment with a stranger that I think you would appreciate. My job is not to trigger you. My job is to tell my truth, to share my experience so that maybe you can relate to my story, or maybe just, listening to me might change your mind about some stuff. I had a full-on moment with this stranger. Yes, you heard me right, a stranger. And it's actually a sad story, although it's very insightful. It will change your mind about some specific or important things in your family life. We realize things sometimes when it's too late. When it's too late to change. This stranger that I'm telling you about, it's too late for her to change because of her age. And I feel like she's the type of person who just points the finger, It's never my fault. I'd never done things incorrectly. There's just no self-awareness. I feel like it's very sad if you don't have self-awareness because you'll never change. I was doing my errands today and I met a stranger. She accidentally told me about her life, and it's a little bit sad because she's lonely. She didn't tell me directly she's lonely, but she said that she had a heart attack 5 years ago, and since her husband passed away a long time ago, she's now living by herself. And so her daughter told her to move from her old place to this new one where her daughter is just few streets away. Then now that she's very near to her daughter don't have time for her, and I feel sorry for this lady. And I told her, well, Christmas is coming, hope you have a lovely Christmas. And then she said to me, I've always spent Christmas alone, she said, because my daughter goes to her husband's family. First thing on my mind was, when I'm old and when I have grandkids, I would want to spend most of my time with them. And I was thinking, what did this lady do to her daughter that her daughter doesn't want her around? Because it seems as if her daughter is not that attached to her, don't care much about her, you know what I mean? I don't want to judge people based on their stories, but I was thinking that maybe this lady programmed her daughter to be like that, to be busy, because she said that her daughter doesn't have kids, doesn't like kids, doesn't want to have kids. And good for her, because when you have kids and it's too late for you to realize that, oh my gosh, I wish I didn't have kids because I don't have time for them. So I told this lady that, well, kudos to your daughter. At least she knows that she won't be a good parent because she's going to be too busy and she's married to her job. And so, yeah, busy bee. And there's nothing wrong with being busy, right? But then again, why do you have kids if you're too busy for kids? That's why I said to her, well, at least your daughter knows what she wants and what she doesn't want. And this is no shade for those parents who are, especially moms, who are career women. And we need money. We need money to survive. That's why we work while we have kids. I understand that. Or dads who, prioritize career. What I'm trying to say is, do you have enough time to know your kids, to have moments with them? That's the question mark, the big question mark. Because what you program to your kids, that's how they're going to be when you're old. The big question is, are you fun to be with? That's why I don't understand when somebody doesn't like you around, which means that it's nothing personal, but they just don't like you. It's very sad. Because when I see a person or people, in pain, I really, really like to help. I don't like people who are in pain, and that's why sometimes husband tells me that I give unsolicited advice, especially people who doesn't need advice. Because I just don't like people who are in pain. I like to help if I could. Like, I want to share my own experience to the point of sharing my fuckery, because the only thing you can relate to another person when you share your own failures, that it's okay to fail. I don't like it when people pretend to be perfect, that they do everything well, they could do nothing wrong. Oh my gosh, I'm allergic to those kinds of people. It triggers me. That's why I don't have high hopes for my chit chat vlogs. Really, when I started that, nobody would want my chit chat vlogs, because I tell the truth. I tell that I'm human, I make mistakes, and some people don't like to hear the truth, because is it really realistic? They just want to be in their bubble and pretend that everything's fine, and that's the easier path. Honestly, it's so difficult when you have to look at yourself in the mirror and look the ugly side of you, and I've been there. I just want to make life to be fake. There's nothing wrong with that, honestly. But when you are faced with your demons, you have no choice but to change for the sake of your mental health. And you just have to do it. I really feel sad for this woman, guys, because the way she talks, it seems as if she never has this accountability. Like, she never looked at the patterns of her life and see, why is my daughter like this? Maybe it's because of me. Maybe I trained her. I programmed her to be selfish, to just see things in a different perspective. Like, what is this situation telling her? She never has that awareness. I wish I can help, but she's in her 70s, because she's older than my mom. But I feel like if I give her advice, she'd be laughing at me. But I don't think she's that kind of person who looks at herself in the mirror. It's always somebody else's mistake. It's always somebody, because somebody is like this and like that to me. And she never has, what did I do? What did I do to deserve this life, to be this lonely? I think this year what I've learned, it's unconditional love for myself, for the inner child. I have been feeding her with love, the attention that I never had from my dad growing up because of his job. That's why, I'm giving this child inside me an unconditional love. And also, I've given unconditional love to a friend. He was rejected. This year has taught me it's okay to drop people in your life for yourself. It's important to have unconditional love for yourself, because who will love you other than yourself? I know this is not taught, but this unconditional love I've given to a person, I really, really wanted to be in his life, but it seems as if that if I'm gonna be his life, that means he need to drop his needs. So I said, okay, I just need to give him this stability that he needed. He just have to drop me in his life so that he can focus on the most important things in his life. And so that's what I did. Sometimes when we meet strangers, it makes us look within ourselves and our situation and what is it teaching us. This mom, this lonely mom that I talked today, she made me realize, oh my gosh, these are the things that I am proud of, that I have awareness, that I'm in my 40s, I have this full-on awareness. That's why I've given up material things just so I can be very present for my kids. It's very hard if there's only one person earning in the family here in Australia, but it's a choice for me and my husband because we both have this value that we want to be present to our kids. There needs to be someone who's focused, taking care and nourishing kids. I am not saying that your values are lesser than my values. No, I'm saying that because of our upbringing, we value moments. We value connecting with our kids. And you can do this being also busy with your jobs as long as you have presence and moments with your kids. That's what my bottom line is. I'm not saying that you would have to sacrifice your job for the sake of your kids. No, it's not like that. It's just finding the right moment to know your kids. When you grow old, they will do the same for you. Unlike this woman, this lonely woman, her daughter has everything in the world, material things, lifestyle, job, but she's still not happy because the daughter is not spending time with her. But the question mark is, what did she do when she was young to this daughter who is treating her like this? You know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. Like, if you want to be treasured, to be valued, it has to be reciprocal. Value the people around you, spend time with people around you so that they will do the same for you. That's all.
'Cause you took my scars, bruises and broken heart, numbed all the pain, show me how to heal, and I